Before moving ahead with the further concept, do you have any questions for me on this while loop, guys? Everyone? Do people have any questions on this while loop? So usually a quick question that comes in your mind. Okay, so you are saying a for loop and you have explained about a while loop. And of course, we are going to study about to do while loop. Right. Among all these things, which one we are going to use in our real world? Right. We should know, right? Which loops we are going to use in the real world. It depends on the requirements. All the loops does the same functionality. Okay. All the loops does the same functionality. Only thing is the way how they have implemented their syntaxes are bit differ. Other than that, okay, everything is one and the same. Okay, guys, everything with this is one and the same. There is no change in that basically. The only thing that you guys need to follow is just we need to understand and we just need to implement these concepts. That's it. Okay. So you can use any of these loops and we can perform this operation. Okay. Perfect. Done the deal. Then the next point that we need to consider here is the last loop, which is a do while loop. So what exactly a while and a do while does? So both are one and the same. The only difference between while and a do while is, so while will check the condition first. Okay, so while will check the condition first. If at all the condition was not met, it will not enter the loop at all. See here a simple example on this while loop. So here x is 1 and x less than or equal to 10. So it means whenever the x value is less than or equal to 10, it will work. See here, I have defined my x value as 11. This condition is a false, so it will not enter the loop and it will not perform any operations. So when I run my script as a Java application, nothing is being printed down to the console. The reason is while is an entry condition basically. So it means before entering the loop, it will check for the condition. If the condition outcome is true, then only it will be performing the operation. Else it will not perform that particular operation at all. Whereas on the other side, we have a do while loop, which does a bit opposite stuff. So it means it will enter the loop first and later at the end, it will compare the condition. If the condition is true, then only it will enter the loop for the second time and it will perform the operations. For the very first time, no matter whether the condition is true or false, okay, this do while will not validate that particular chunk. So let me see a simple example, how exactly we can derive this do while. So I'm creating a new class and I'm naming it as a demo 11 with the main methods. Okay, there's demo 11 I'm just creating with the main method. And on this demo 11, so do and here while x less than or equal to 10. This is what the syntax for the do while is. So it will do first and then it will compare the condition. Int x equal to 1. I have defined it. Good enough. And now here do system.out.println x and increment this x by 1. Okay, so guys, if you clearly observe, my x value is 1, it will enter this do while, it will print a 1, it will increment it, it will compare the condition. As the condition is true, it will print the numbers from 1 to 10. Let me try to run this script as a Java application. All the values that are in between 1 to 10 got printed down to the console, guys. Okay, all the values that are in between 1 and 10 got printed down to the console. For suppose if I give my x as 11, if you remember the while, whenever the condition was not met, it doesn't even enter into the loop and it doesn't perform any operation. Whereas whenever I'm executing my test script for this time, run as a Java application. See, this time it's printing for one time, but it's not focusing on the rest of the values. Okay, it's not focusing on the rest of the values. That's it. Okay, good. Any questions for me on this? Perfect, done the deal. So this is the way how exactly we are going to perform this particular operation. Get perfect, done the deal. This is all about a while loop and as well as a do while loops. While and as well as a do while loops are there. Good enough, done the deal. And then the next point that we need to consider here is, okay, so the next point that we need to consider here is, once we studied about the loops, okay, 1 second. Let me pull down the Java topics. So here we have seen a brief introduction about Java, JDK, JVM, JRE, variables and data types, operators we have seen, conditional statements, looping statements we have seen. We need to study about a switch case. Okay, so this is again a different step that we have in Java to perform certain logics basically. Okay, switch case in Java. Okay, so what exactly this switch case it does? How exactly the switch case will perform the operation? Okay, see the thing is, what I can say means month. You know, month is only one variable. For this variable, the different sets of values are Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, so on up to December, right? So if you clearly observe, month is a variable for which we have a different sets of values are there. Okay, we have a different sets of values are there. The same way, day is a variable, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so on up to Saturday. So day is a variable and we have a different sets of values out over there. So it means for a single variable, whenever you are having a different sets of values, in such situations, the switch statement will be used to deal with multiple sets of values. Okay, to deal with multiple sets of values out over there. So in such situations itself, a simple switch block will be, or switch case will be used, guys. So it means a variable may have a multiple values. I need to pick any one of those values. In such situations itself, we can use this particular switch. And moreover, whatever the values you are defining here in a switch must be of a unique type itself. Okay, fine. Let us see a simple example of this particular switch so that we can, okay, we can understand this switch in a better way. So let me go to the Java program. And I'm creating a new Java program. It's demo 12. The main methods, and here in this string day, so which day I'm defining it as a Sunday. String day is equal to Sunday. as of now, I'm just defining my day as a Sunday. Maybe I can define it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like anything I can define it. Right. So here, switch. This switch should work on a variable which is having a multiple sets of values. This day value, as of now, I am passing it as a Sunday. Maybe I can pass a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and a Thursday, and a Friday also. So here, this we are passing a multiple sets of a value. So I'm specifying that this switch should work on this day now. So whatever the values you have on this particular day, this switch should work on that particular day. And in a switch, the syntax is used as a case. If the value is a Monday, okay, case a Monday, what it should perform whenever that particular value is a Monday? System.out.println first day. Case Tuesday. So here we have defined this case as a Tuesday. So system.out.println second day. Case Wednesday. System.out.println third day. Case Thursday. System.out.println fourth day. Right? Case of Friday. Whenever you are passing the variable value as a Friday, then only this logic will be executed. And then case Saturday. System.out.println sixth day. And at last, if nothing is there, then the default case will be executed and system.out.println last day in a week. Okay, if you are passing not at all any of these values that you have defined from Monday to Saturday, if you are defining anything other than these values, then the last day in a week will be executed. Okay, as of now, we are passing Sunday here. So when I run this script, run as a Java application, last day in a week. So as these conditions were not met, the last day will be executed. So what this switch will do? So it will get this value first. It will compare with the month. It will compare with the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It will compare with all the individual values. Whenever a particular condition got a matched, then only it will enter that. Else it will not enter into the loop and it will not perform any of those operations. Okay, good. Any questions on this? Everyone? Perfect. Okay, good. Done the deal. Okay, so this is the way. For suppose if I'm passing month, okay, so month. So whenever we are passing month, so it means as per my need, it should execute only this case value, right? So month means the Monday value it will be executing and it should print that particular Monday to the console, right? So let me try to execute this switch and let us see how this is going to work. Okay, run as a Java application this time. Okay, run as a Java application. So if you observe in the current situation, guys, everything is getting printed down. So my requirement in this switch is, as per my need, basically, it should print only the first day, but somehow all the values are getting printed. The reason out over there is switch is the one which will be opening up whenever that condition is true. The further cases will be executed. So if this case outcome is true, automatically the below cases will be executed. That's the reason. What we will be doing means, for this switch, for every case, whenever your action is done, whenever your requirement is done, we will add a break statement out over there. So what exactly the break statement does means, buddy, just stop the script execution after this one so that it will not execute the below sets of logics. Okay, it will not execute below sets of logics. So one thumb rule is, whenever this case outcome is true, the switch, how it will behave means, if the break statement was not encountered, after true, everything it will consider as a true and it will execute everything. To get rid of all those things, in a switch block, every time, you will be adding a break for every case. At the end of your case logic, add a break statement. So what it will happen? It will perform that logic and it will break the chain. It will break the complete loop. Break is a statement that we are using inside this switch blocks to break this complete chain. Okay, to break this complete chain. So if you see the previous outcome from the first day till the last day, everything got executed. But when I run my test script upon adding the break statement, only the first day got printed down to the console. Okay. Perfect. That's the thing basically. Okay. It will execute all the statements wherever the first condition is matched. Okay, so that's the reason it's mandatory for us to add a break statement. Okay, to add a break statement to this particular switch. Okay, that's done the deal. And here, what we need to do means, this is a simple switch, guys. And in the real world, there are certain situations where we need to write down a switch inside a switch also. Let me show you a simple example. Demo 13. This is the last example for today, in which I will write down a switch case, inside of which we will write down another switch inside of that. Okay, so a switch having another switch. So string branch is equal to ECE. Okay, string branch is equal to ECE and int year is equal to 2. So here I just want to write down my first switch for the branch followed by the year. So whatever the year is there, I just want to write down the switch for the year 2. Okay, so how this is going to work? So let us see a simple example. Okay, the first switch I want to write down on a branch. Okay, this switch is going to work on a branch. So what exactly this branch does? In this particular branch, what are we doing means, we are specifying a case, and this particular case, I am defining if this branch is ECE. Okay, so wherever this branch inside that particular switch is ECE, switch year. Okay, this switch year. So this switch only for this ECE branch, I'm just checking down the year. So case 1, system.out.println first year ECE and a break it. Case 2. Okay, let me copy this line and paste it here. Second year ECE. Case 3. Third year ECE. Break it. And all these breaks are related to this inner switch, and I'm breaking my actual case now. So this case ECE is starting at line number 12 and it is ending at a line number 24. See here, this is what my first switch is, and inside this switch we have another switch here. And now I'm writing one more case triple E. System.out.println, all 4 years students fall here. Only for ECE, I'm just having a customized logic. Inside a switch, I'm maintaining one more switch. But for others, for other branches, I'm not maintaining anything. So here, if I pass my branch as a triple E, okay, if I pass my branch as a triple E, when I run my test script, what it will happen? All 4 year students will pass here. If I pass my branch as a ECE, it will check the year 2 as well. And when I run my test script this time, second year ECE will be printed down to the console. This is the way how exactly we can use a switch inside a switch. Okay, so earlier we have seen a nested for, and this one basically we can consider it as a nested switch or a switch inside a particular switch example, guys. Okay, perfect. Done the deal. So this is the way how exactly we need to deal with these switch operators. Any questions for me on this? Okay. So what I want you guys to do is go ahead and practice up to here, and we'll continue the topic as part of tomorrow's session.